Right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to your favorite Chess Journal YouTube channel. I hope all of you are enjoying your holidays, and we are here to play a few games. Let's try searching for some opponents. We're gonna play 10 minutes straight shot game because we don't want someone who's gonna stall in their games. All right, so we've got a game and our opponent has played d4. Against d4, let's play d6. We're gonna try to play some opening today, and we're gonna play the d6, g6, and bishop g7, knight f6 setup, which is also known as the Perk Defense. But usually in Perk Defense, this pawn is here on e4 square. But however, we're gonna continue playing with our setup. Due to their play in e3 square, this opening is still the queen's pawn opening. Okay, so they have decided to play knight d5. And what is the threat of that move? I don't see any threat at the moment. Well, we probably they want to prevent this, but we can still play this. Let's play this one, although we could have gone here. These opponents has got a very nice name. It says Jinja Ninja. Probably he's a follower of Ginger GM. I'm just gonna say that hi, good luck. This game is going to YouTube. So they have decided to play a trippy move, going back with their knight. Those of you who are watching this channel in beginner level, also try to okay, of the channel. Also try not to, during the opening stage, not to move your pieces more than once. So we are gonna stick to that theory, and we're simply gonna castle. Notice that we're not playing the best moves per se. All we're trying to do is just following the theories or the lecture sheet that we have talked about in our previous games. Now here, okay, let me open that lecture sheet. Bear with me, guys. Okay, what was it? It was here. Chess strategy for beginners. Okay, while it opens. Okay, one of these strategies, one of the most important strategies, where or is or are to develop your pieces. We just develop our Leicester bishop, pinned their knight, and in the second move, we're probably gonna develop our knight to here. Okay, so they have asked a question to our rook. Now, what do we do? Here in this kind of setup where you have fianchetted your bishop like this and your king is castled, in this kind of situation, I recommend not to take and let them play here and roll their pawn against your king. But since what's the rating of this opponent? Let me have a look. He's got 700, almost 750. Since this opponent rating is not that much high, we can, for simplicity's sake, let's take that bishop, and he has decided to take with the pawn, but I think taking with the queen would have been better. Then he could have come here and here, start and attack. Now, where is the lecture sheet? Okay, the lecture sheet says the control to control the center. Now, are we controlling the center? Sort of, yes, but we are allowed to control the center more by going here. Then, if they take here, with our this pawn, we're gonna control here and here. So, which is the reason why we have done that. And since we are developed better than them, we're definitely doing better, and for that reason, we are not worried if the queens are exchanged. Okay, I've just noticed that I've got only 5 minutes clock time left. Okay, now let's keep it simple. Now they have taken, let's give a check. Okay, so they have blocked the check with the ally square bishop. Now we can develop our knight, finish development. Development wise speaking, we're definitely doing better. And now they have, because that knight was also attacking that pawn, so they had played c3. Now let's put an attacker by going here, and in future going there as if allowed to. Their knight is currently guarding that square, but we will come up with something to get rid of the defender. Sorry guys, I was just thinking. What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? Okay. Let's come here and try. This is also part of development, connecting the rooks. So on the surface, it might look dangerous or strange, but this is a part of the development. And now, actually, we can take this pawn because that bishop is pinned. So let's take that one. You see, we didn't calculate much. We were just only focused on development, and then this move just popped up. And since they were not developed, they have lost a pawn, which is the reason why development is development and castling your and now and this okay, let's try another one. Okay, now we've got white pieces ourselves. Now we are climbing the rating. Let's play d4. So they played d5. Now let's play knight f3. Against knight f6. Now here what are we gonna do for beginners? I'm gonna suggest the opening, the one that I'm playing here. Just follow this opening. This is called the London system, as you can see. Just memorize these 5 to 10 moves. That would do the job. And in London system, uh, if your opponent plays knight c6, um, I don't think that's a good way of playing. Uh, the reason why they play this probably because one day they're gonna play here and the knight's gonna come here. Sorry, one day they're gonna play here and the knight's gonna come here and attack this one, forking our rook. Um, but we can easily stop that by going here. Question is, do we do that or not? Let's develop our pieces. So let's develop our light square bishop. Before that, we need to play e3 because it was blocking the way. And okay, so they have played e6. They have blocked their light square bishop. And let's go and pin this knight. Notice that we're only talking about, this is the 5th move, and only the first couple of moves or 3 moves we have talked about the opening, and then later on we're just simply sticking to our lecture sheet, which is this one, chess strategy for beginners. We're not playing the short time control games. We are controlling the center. We are developing our pieces to their optimal squares. And then we're gonna calculate 1 to 2 moves deep. We will always look for check, capture, and threats. We're gonna do blunder checks before our moves, and we are not going to rush our moves. Okay, now let's go back to the game. And they have played Queen D7. That is still a pin. Now this pin is against their queen. And now we can actually jump here, attacking the queen. That looks rosy. So let's go there. So they have to waste a tempo by going back there. And then we're gonna win their knight. Take that one was captured and win the rook. See, that's only 2 moves calculation we did. Okay, now we can still take this one. That's going to be a double attack. See, if we take this one, then their queen is under fire with our bishop. So let's take this one. Now we're gonna be material up. Now they have made a blunder. They simply took our knight. Now we're gonna take their queen. So we are gonna win more materials. I'm just gonna write to this person, hi. Okay, good. So we can take this one. That's a check they need to respond to. And they could block here or here. Either way, we're gonna win their rook. Okay, guys, whoever is watching this video, please make sure to send me a friend request so that I can analyze your weakness and come up with suggestions. Okay. Yeah, that applies to the viewer who is watching this um, clip at the moment. Please make sure to send me a friend request, and my ID is, as you can see, chessjournalyt. I'm going to accept your friend request, and very soon, one day, we will be playing and analyze the games for free. And by that, you can identify your weakness and improve your games. So our opponent has given us a check, and we can simply block as well as attack their bishop. And now, what do we do? We could actually keep on chasing their bishop like going here. Let's do that. Our bishop can safely remain there for maybe a couple of moves more, but let's keep on. Let's set a trap by playing a4. If they do not move any of their pawns, then this bishop is going to be trapped. Let's see if our opponent can identify this. Okay, they have seen this one, but we're going to still push this one and control dark squares. Notice that we don't have, this is, although this is an intermediate level calculation, as we progress with our rating ladder or rating level or rating climb, whatever it is, we're going to talk about this strategy, which is called controlling the squares, coloring complex, etc. We do not have, as you can see, we do not have a dark square bishop. We only have a light square bishop. So we are controlling the dark squares with our pawns here like this. And our light squares are only controlled by one pawn here. So that our light square bishop can easily move. Now, we could come here, but actually, you know what? I'm gonna go here and attack that pawn. So they have attacked us, but we could easily block by going here. So they need to take, or they could not take. Okay, that's a waste of time. That move is doing nothing. So we're just gonna give up our bishop by capturing their light square bishop. And now let's take this pawn. Look at the pawn chain we have against their queen side. This is very strong. Soon, one day, we're gonna have a passer. And now what? This piece is unguarded. Let's go to our lecture sheet. See, undefended or unguarded piece are always prone to attacks. So this piece is unguarded. So let's go and attack their piece. Also, this attacks this one. Notice that we didn't castle yet because we didn't have to. Because already we have a good game, which is the reason why the castling was not necessary. So for beginners, I would strongly recommend that you start playing London system, because if you, for example, if I talk about myself, let's take this pawn, that's free. If I talk about myself, look, I've got 2400 ratings in lichess. I still play London system, and it's a very good very good opening. What am I saying? Evening. Very good opening. Even Magnus Carlsen plays London system every now and then. The good thing is that it's very easy to learn. Now what do we do? This pawn is passed. So always remember that passed pawns, when they are guarded, guarded with your rook, they always need to be pushed. So let's go here and push this passed pawn. I have only got 2 minutes clock time left. And now let's we can win this bishop. They have resigned. And let's play another game. Now we got white pieces again, and our opponent is 756. Let's play d4. Let's stick to the London system repertoire. Okay, now against d4, d4, d5, I recommend to go knight f3. And they notice that all the lower rated players, they are playing this knight c6 move, which is not a good move, I must say. So not a good opening, in a sense that for beginners, this is called the Shigorin opening, the Shigorin variation, whatever it is. Okay, the chess.com says Queen's pawn opening Zukertot Shigorin. Okay, whatever it is, we're gonna stick to our system, learn the system theory or opening, and we, as usual, we're gonna go and pin their knight. I strongly recommend for beginners not to follow these knight c6 setup, because okay, now nothing special going on. In our last game, our opponent played here, and this game this opponent played bishop d7. This is a better version, obviously, because if the queen was here, then we could have gone with the knight jump. Now we need to finish our development. Let's castle. And clearly, what is their intention if they come? Intention number one is that our bishop is unguarded. Let's go back to our lecture sheet. Prior to our moves, we need to do two things: look for check, capture, and threat, and the second one is blunder check. Whether we have any unguarded pieces, whether they can checkmate me, what is their move, latest move is doing and not doing. So here they have attacked our unguarded piece, which is this one, but we could defend and as well as develop one of our pieces. This one is knight c3 is defending the capture, as well as now we are fully developed, and they are yet to develop, which is the reason why we are doing better than them. Now let's see what they play. They could take this one or play here, or they could even come here. That's not a bad idea. because they need to, whatever they do, they need to keep in mind that they need to finish their development. By that, all I'm saying that they need to quickly put their pieces. Let's go back to the lecture sheet. Um, Develop your pieces to their optimal squares. They need to put their pieces to their. Okay, I got a message that has disconnected and the game will auto resign. Okay, their internet connectivity is not okay. Let's wait. So we need to develop our pieces to their optimal squares, which I have talked about in another game in our latest games. Now we've got black pieces. So against e4, now the opening that I'm gonna play here is called the Perk Defense. But don't worry about the opening too much. Just follow the move orders and follow the lecture sheet, which is like control the center, develop our pieces. Okay, that's what we are going to be following, not the opening moves in detail. Just a few ideas in Pirc defense, like pawn goes to d6 against e4, and then we need to develop our knight to f6, and then later g6 and peon shadow our Dowsky bishop. And we are going to later, during the middle game, later we are going to attack the center from the side or from the flank. Developing your queen early is not a good idea. Okay, this opponent is a okay, I'm gonna say hi. Good luck. Swan is going to YouTube. Check out the channel. Developing your queens early in during the game is not a good idea. Now, what are we gonna do? Uh, So if they play here, I think they want to play here, then we take and they retake, and that's gonna do. Okay, we have just done what? We have calculated 2 moves deep. So um so we need to stop that push. How could we do that? By going ourselves here. Okay, let's go there. So now if this transaction happens, they're not going to attack our knight like from the previous calculation we did just a move ago. So notice that we are not actually talking about the opening that that much. We are just simply following now. We could actually come here and attack the queen, attack their queen. We are just simply following this lecture sheet. You can still get this lecture sheet by emailing me here, chessjournalyt@gmail.com. And those of you who have just tuned in, make sure to send me a friend request. This is my chessjournalyt is my username. And then I'm gonna later on I'm gonna play with you guys and analyze your games and let you guys know for free, completely free of cost, that where you could have or where you need to be focusing on to improve your games. I'm sure that my analysis and recommendation is going to help you guys a lot to get a rating boost by at least up to 300 to 400 points. Now, let's go back to our lecture sheet. We always remember, always before moving, we need to look for check, capture, and fret, as well as do these blunder checks. So here we got a check, and that's as well as a threat of checkmate. So see, the opponent got checkmated just like that. In how many moves it was? I don't know. I think 5, 6, 10 moves. Okay. Let's continue playing. Now we got white pieces again. Let's stick to our repertoire, the one we have talked about, d4, d5. What is next? Okay, let me magnify this. Knight f3, you got it right. Knight f3. Okay, and okay, I'm just gonna quickly say hi. Okay, so again, they have played knight c6, and you know what we do? We just play go here, bishop f4. So their rating is 774, and this is the beginner rating range, and beginner players, this is a common mistake, and as soon as you get out of these opening mistakes, by the term or phrase opening mistakes, I'm not saying that you have forgot to play that move in the opening phase, or that's out of theory. It's not like that. It's like these lecture sheet, like, which is controlling the center, develop your pieces to their optimal squares. See, knight c6 is not their optimal squares. In queen's pawn opening, knight comes here after this pawn is moved here. So although this has got a name, these openings, Shigori defense, but as far as your strength is concerned, you should avoid playing openings. Those are those requires a lot of understanding or memorization. So stick to the simple openings, whereby just at least for 5 to 10 moves, you can easily memorize, or by following simple principles, you could play the game. So the one we are doing here, we're just following or sticking to our principles. See here, they have gone here again. Now what do? We just dive in with our knight. See, this is the same trap they have fallen into. And see this London system type of setup based openings. This is the reason why they are easy to learn as well as easy to play. You just need to be a little bit of alert. And here this opponent went queen e7, and now we could easily take this knight, and if they take this one, we're gonna win their rook. That's a threat to their queen. Okay, so now we're gonna take back with a check and win the rook. So we are material up, material as well as exchange up. Now here it might look dangerous that okay they have gone here, then the threat is to take this one and winning the rook. How are we going to stop that? By simply making room for this rook. Now how do we do that? We block the check like this, and now if they take this one, now they are going to be in trouble because our rook is going to attack their queen. Doesn't matter if we lose another pawn, this file is ours. Although their bishop is pointing to this one. Okay, now let's go here and give the check. Now where does their king go? So the king goes here. Okay, now what can we do? What can we do to keep on attacking their king? We can win this pawn, but the question is, do we do that now? That's going to be a greedy move. Although that's an intermediate level strategy for um, for simplicity's sake, we are going to take this one. In other times, I probably wouldn't have taken that one. I would have probably castled. But here, just to keep things simple, I have taken that pawn, one material. Now here they have attacked our queen. So let's, do we go here? Actually, nah, 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 nah. Why not go here? And then, okay, let me calculate. If we go there, they have a check. And threat is this one. Yeah, okay, I think we can safely do that. Let's go here, set a trap. Because this square is guarded. Sorry guys, I couldn't resist to go here because I see a tactical blow. So they have given the check. Now we can come here, sacrifice this knight. They can't take with their queen because of our rook. They have to take it with their bishop. And now we have this one, check. King has only one square to go, which is here. Sorry, two squares, here and here. If it goes here, then we come here, and then it's gonna be checkmate in. So they have decided to come here, and now we can check here. So king has to go here, and then that's gonna be checkmate. Yeah, here, and moving the bishop. Sorry, I got muted a bit because of the calculation I just did. Um, Sorry guys, I simply wanted to keep it more straightforward, just like beginner level, but I can resist myself. So hopefully you guys can learn the calculation that I did or can understand. Now, let's come here. Okay, let's try another one. So we are climbing the rating ladders. So how many games have we played? I think this is the fifth one, fifth game. And we've got black pieces. The opponent is not moving. Now we're still waiting. Okay, they have played the Reti opening by knight f3. We're gonna stick to the simple Park defense setup, which is d6 and knight f6 or g6. Thank you very much, guys, for watching this channel and subscribing and keeping me motivated. Um, what is it? The game aborted? What is that? Okay, now we have got birds opening. What do we do against birds opening? Let's stick to the setup, Perk Defense setup. Excuse me, guys. What is wrong? I think they have disconnected. connected. Okay, let's try another one. Okay, now we are gonna play Perk Defense against e4 shortly. And in Perk Defense, we play d6 first. And coming here and giving a check, it looks cool. That helps our development. In Perk Defense, normally the pawns stays here, like here, here, here. So now we could actually, let's keep it simple. Go here. So we have kept on attacking their bishop, and in Perk Defense we also go here. Do we do that now or not? Yeah, go here and stop them playing here for a few moments. Okay. A4. So we shouldn't take here because of this one gaining tempo on the queen. But if they take here, we're gonna take back with the queen. So let's try to finish our development by playing knight f6. This one was attacking their e4 pawn, which is the reason why they played f3, but that also is their weakest pawn. This diagonal is open. Now in Park Divis normally we fianchetto shadow these star square bishop, but in some variations the fianchettoing is not required, so let's follow that one. Let's not fianchetto. Let's develop these pawns, this knight here, or yeah, let's develop this one. This knight could go here. Interesting. We've never faced this one before. So they cannot take here because their rook is unguarded. So let's better go here us, and comes with a threat that we could go here someday and tag their bishop. Yeah. And now should we do that or keep the lines open? Let's keep it simple. Go here. We are okay. They have blundered a piece. Let's take. I was gonna take here, but then I saw that. Let's go back to the theory. Blunder check. Can my opponent capture any of my unguarded piece? And ask yourself, what is my opponent's latest move is doing and is not doing before your move. So that's the one I did. And before this one, I just thought myself, wait a second, what is that move doing? That's actually attacking my queen. So let's move it back as well as attack this one. So there, notice that they're playing very fast. Now let's take this one. Now what do we do? We could go here and attack their queen. Let's do that. And yeah, as I was saying, thanks to all of you who have subscribed to my channel and keeping me motivated. And let's go back to the lecture sheet. Always look for check, capture, and threat prior to making your move. Okay, so we have a check here. Let's do that. Keeping me motivated. You guys are keeping me motivated, and your love and support is the only thing that is allowing me to come up with contents as such. And don't forget to send me a friend request. Here's my username, chessjournalyt, in both chess.com as well as in lichess. So where I can, this checkmate, where I can play with you guys and identify your weaknesses and come up with useful suggestions. Let's play another game. We're not doing any computer analysis because, okay, this opponent has got 800 rating. Again, Burns opening is not a good opening. I must say, let's play d6 keeping. We're just gonna use the Perk setup. If you're a beginner, avoid playing dubious openings like the one he's playing here. This is not the time for you to um, mix and match your opening repertoire or try out. Rather stick to solid openings, and once you are in intermediate level, you can try out new things. Now in Perk Defense, we play d6 and knight f6. So here, if we play here, if we go knight f6, then they could come here and harass our knight. So like I said, we're gonna know little principles or little some moves in the opening, but we're not gonna strictly play them. We're just gonna strictly stick to these lecture sheet, which is the second one is here, control the center. So as well as here, at least 1 to 2 moves deep calculation. So we just did one move calculation. If we come here, they're gonna go here and harass our knight. So let's rather control the center because that's what we are allowed to. Here, this diagonal is also our queen might one day land there and give a little checkmate. Let's do that now. Check. I believe those of you who are watching this channel right at the moment are enjoying your holidays. Happy holidays. And notice that our opponent has lost their castling right due to that check. So which is the reason why I don't recommend that you guys play Burns opening. Or if you guys want to play Burns opening, make sure that you know all the theories related to that opening. It's not like that you want to play moves and go play it and then lose the game and become demotivated. No, that's not a good strategy. Here let's checkmate ends the game. So let's try to let's try to open as many lines against their king as possible. We are controlling the center. Okay. Let's take this one. We can, if they retake, and there's a check, winning their queen. See how easily we are winning huge materials and the games as well. Okay, well, let me tell this one is I have to write it every time. There is no control V or best system. Control C, control V. And I don't know. Okay, now what do we do? Okay, this is square, if you can see. If we go here, and that's a threat as well as that's a threat. Double attack, so let's go here. And they could come here with a check. No, they have decided to play d3 instead. Let's take this one. So we are not only the queen up, we're also a rook up. So if we win this game, we will be, and we have just won the game. No, we're not 800 yet. Okay. So we're gonna play until we are 800. Bear with me, guys, and this is gonna be as I said. Okay, let's stick to the d4 setup. D4 e6. Okay, we're not worried. Let's play this one. Bishop f4. The London system. Okay, interesting. So they have played c5, the Harvard's defense. Okay, this one is interesting. And what is their rating? They have 762. Okay, interesting. Okay, let me. Hi. Okay. Now here I recommend going here. By the way, I still have got the cold or the flu. Now here, what do we do? Our bishop is attacked, and as well as not only our bishop is attacked, but this pawn is attacked, winning our rook potentially. So we have to come all the way back home. That's a good move played by our opponent. And yeah, I think this opponent knows what they are doing. We are on the fourth move. Notice that we are just staying alert, and only two openings from white end London system and from black's end Perk Defense. These are the only two opening ideas or first few moves that we have implemented in these games. Now we need to, let's go back to the lecture sheet. Develop our pieces to their optimal squares after controlling the center. Here, this one looks rosy. Capture. Actually, we are controlling this knight's jump. So let's put a defender as well as development as well as block queen's view to this one. So this move, knight c3, comes with dual purposes. One is to put a defender here, the other is to block queen's view on this one. So if you can come up with moves that has got multiple, that serves multiple purposes, then do so. So that's a little threat. That's a little threat. We need to address that little threat by how, as well as developing our pieces, blocking the queen's view, and developing as well. So now a couple of pieces are developed. We are controlling the centers, and as white, we are definitely doing better here. They still need, there is still a tempi down, or a couple of tempis down. And that move is not, it looks cool, but it's not actually. We can now come here, attack their queen. And let's see what our opponent does. Okay, so they have slide back. Now let's actually go here with our queen, develop her as well as attack their knight. Let's do that. This is their unguarded piece. Okay, we're still on the lecture sheet. We are on their undefended or unguarded piece. So nothing fancy. It's just simple thing. Strictly following the lecture sheet. Excuse me, guys. And again, thanks to all of you who have subscribed this channel. And if you're new watching this channel, please ensure subscribing. And also send me a friend request here on chess.com. This is my user ID, chessjournalyt. The same user ID is applicable for lichess. Just make sure to send me friend requests. I'm gonna accept your friend requests, and we're gonna play games and identify our weaknesses. Let's take this knight. That's a blunder. And we could also take this pawn later on. And yeah, if you're a beginner, then if I have the opportunity to play with you, then I will surely come up with, I will surely analyze your games and come up with action steps that you could take now to improve your games for free, obviously, and that's definitely going to help your rating climb up to 300 to 400 points. Now, they have decided to defend this pawn, but we still have a strong move, which is to come here. Let's go back to the lecture sheet. How I find that move? How I find this one? By coming here. Always look for check, capture, and threat. So this move is not a check, this move is not a capture, but this is the third one, which is a threat of winning the queen. So that's how I'll find this move here. Or I could have gone here. So they have decided to capture our this pawn. Now, on the surface, it may look dangerous, but look that we have got a lot of pieces around their king, and their king is still not castled and not developed. Although they have this move, that's a threat of forking our pieces. In that case, we could still sacrifice one of the pieces, or actually, what if we take here? And if they come here, then we have this one. This one is check. They need to respond to. And then after the king moves, if the king goes here, we have this check, saving this bishop and creating a mating net. Okay, so they have decided to grab material and attack this rook, but they forgot the danger. So now we have a check against their king. This one, which one? If we go here, they have this knight to take back, but this one, and we won the game. Okay, let's play another one. Now we've got white pieces, and okay, let's play d4, the London system setup. Where we go, we play knight f3 first, or we could go here. Let's go here. See, this is the London system. You just need to remember the first few moves. And now Let's let's go here. We have to develop this bishop here or here if it allows. And this knight usually comes here, this pawn goes here. That's the London system in short. And sooner or later we're gonna play this one if allowed to. Okay, this opponent probably knows Fury. Now, knights usually are being developed first. Let's develop this knight to here on d2 square. Okay, g5. Again, lower rated players tend to forget about their development, which is like this one. Develop your pieces to their optimal squares. Instead, they tend to keep on, attacking their opponents. That's not a good thing because you see we are strategically placed, strategically playing well. So if you know that your opponent is strategically playing well, don't just jump on him or her. Instead, try to develop your pieces, make sure your king is safe, then come up with a strategy, come up with attacking strategy. So now we just simply go here and save the bishop. Nothing too fancy. And now let's finish development. Let's play here. Okay, I'm just gonna say hi quickly. So they are thinking, what could they play? They could play here, attack our bishop. Or if I were them, I would have, finished development, like going here maybe, playing here, or even this one isn't too fancy. So they have castled, and now this is another instructive moment. We are going to see they have pushed the pawn that's in front of their king. They have pushed here. So let's harass that pawn. So they might play here. So if they play here, we're gonna put an attacker like this, and then we will decide what to do. So let's first see what he does. As you can see that these opening with the white pieces, London system is quite a good opening. And if you are a beginner, you do not need to memorize a lot of moves. Simply start playing this opening from today and just stay a bit alert. Follow this lecture sheet, which you can get by emailing me here, chessjournalyt@gmail.com. And there are only 11 steps or principles that I talk about here. Out of these 11 steps, only 7 steps are very important. Just memorize those very important steps, and then you'll see that your ratings have improved a lot. So this move, what this move does? Maybe they are thinking that if we take here, I'm sorry, if we take here, they are gonna take here because they are defending with their queen. Let's find it out. I don't see any immediate danger with this move. This knight is misplaced, so let's take this one, open our rook's eye. So tactical blow might pop up very soon. So we're gonna play up to 800 rating points. When we started our game, our series of games today, I forgot what rating were we. I think 700-ish. So as soon as we are 800, we're gonna stop the play for today. So they have decided to play here in the center, but probably they're thinking of coming here and forking these two pieces. But this one is even stronger because checkmate ends the game. And yeah, they had to take here. And now this pawn push is not good at all because we can actually grab here or with this one. Let's take with this one because we need our queen there one day. So if they retake, so we're gonna take back with our bishop, and our queen is gonna no, the queen cannot come here because of the bishop at the moment, but queen can definitely go here. Go here. That's gonna be a nasty threat. So their king is unsafe, but our king is safe. And now we can take this one. They take with the bishop, and we take back. And already that comes with the tempo material. Already we are material up. If they block here, okay, they have decided to block there. Okay, let's go back to our lecture sheet. What are we gonna do now? We control the center stage is gone. Developing our pieces to their optimal score, this stage is gone. We're in the middle game, and in the middle game, we're gonna do what? Look for check, capture, and threat, as well as we do blunder checks. So here, this is not a check, but a threat to capture the queen. Okay, so now let's go back to the lecture sheet. Always look for check, capture, and fret. And we have a check here, and that's terminal. Good game. Thanks for the game. And let's quickly. Okay. Now we're gonna stick to the Perk Defense setup. I hope you guys are enjoying these games. Knight f3. We're just simply gonna play knight f6. Perk Defense, modern defense, Geller system. Okay. Yeah, whatever. Uh, Now what? We can pin the knight as well. That's a developing move as well. Develop your pieces to their optimal squares. Notice that these two things are highlighted in red color. We're not actually focused on the opening that much. We're just playing simple 1, 2, 3 movers. 3 moves deep, should I say, opening knowledge, with 3 moves deep opening knowledge. And here, I recommend to give up your bishop with their knight, because otherwise that would have been an underdeveloping move, which we don't want to do. Now control the center. Notice that our dark square bishop is a bad bishop, although we are going to talk about good bishop versus bad bishop in the intermediate level games. But if you are a beginner watching this channel, if you know the intermediate level ideas from the early stages of your games, surely you're gonna develop your skills a lot quicker. So this is intermediate level skill calculation is not mandatory, but it's a good thing, I must say. So this move is for them is again a developing move because it's not a threat of coming here. Because our knight is doing a fantastic job at the moment. Now let's finish our development. Let's come here and try to castle as quickly as possible. And okay, they have dived in. What is the threat? The threat is here or here. It's not threat actually. Let's rather castle. Let's keep it simple. Castle and finish development. I'm saying that I'm not worried if you take my bishop or knight, whatever. Some people, especially beginners, are like, ha ha ha, I won your bishop pair or bishops. It's nothing like that. Chess is more than just bishop pairs. So this knight, I don't like this knight, so let's capture. Now this pawn is weak. In Park Defense, normally this pawn comes up here. So we are happy to play that one. And if the bishop goes back, probably we're gonna develop our knight or rook. Just simple things, nothing fancy. And or even we could roll the pawns like this. See, this allows us to actually go here, or as well as go here. If we go here, they take, we take. Okay, let's go back to lecture sheet. Um, calculate. Let's calculate 2 moves deep, and if we go here, okay, if we go here, they take. That's 1 move. We retake. That's 2nd move because they cannot take back. Our queen is behind there. Let's go back. Let's go there, and they have to respond to this move because their bishop is under fire. I'm just gonna say hi to this guy. Uh, okay, their chat is disabled, I guess. Oh, my internet connectivity. Okay, my account may be restricted. Okay. Thank you, chess.com. And now let's retake as discussed. All of a sudden, I had a network lag. Now we can develop our knight. These 2 knights, they belong to these 2 squares. So let's put it there. So sometimes these knight come here, depending on the opening moves, but normally they go here. They should castle, finish their development as well, or yeah, castling is their best move. All right, they have decided to play d3 to make a room for their Daskar bishop. But I guess we can jump in here. Now we're in the middle game. We have finished our development. Tag this bishop, and as well as controlling the excuse me, guys. Do we get rid of the bishop? Question is, do we? Yeah, I think we should. Yeah, let's take that one. And the reason why I have actually taken that bishop is because to keep them, moving their queen a lot. They have moved their queen already 3 times in the games. They came here and they went here and again came here. So that's a little achievement. Now here rooks belong to semi-open or open lines or open files. Let's put this rook here. This is a semi-open file. Notice that we're not doing anything special. We're just developing our pieces to their optimal squares, calculating 1 to 2 moves deep, and always looking for check, capture, and phrase. Nothing fancy, nothing special. So they have finally decided to castle, and now that's a blunder as well because we won this. I didn't even I didn't even thought of winning this pawn. I just developed my rook and they ignore the blunder check. This move was actually targeting this pawn. So we just grabbed another pawn. And these things, all of our pieces are defended. Well, defended. This one needs a defender now because it's been attacked. How do we defend it? Let's how do we defend it? Question is, how do we defend it? We can go here. I don't want to go there. I'm not liking that, but yeah, let's go here. Or I could have gone here, but a queen is not a good defender. She needs more responsibility rather than only defending. And let's see what our opponent does. Okay, so he wants to get rid of the strong rook that we have placed in c2. We don't want to exchange this rook, but we want to control these files. So let's rather come back. Where do we come back? Or should we keep it simple? Let's take actually. Let's keep it simple. Nothing. Now what? I want to play this one. Okay, let's play here. One day I want to play this one. This is their another weakness. Okay, now it's easy for us to play here because this one comes with a tempo on the rook. And we're gonna capture this one if they capture our pawn. We don't even need to take the rook. Immediately we could capture the pawn. There will come a tempo on their queen as well. Okay, I've just noticed that I only have 2 minutes and 50 seconds left on my clock. Yeah, so they have decided to take. Now let's do this one first. So this rook is not going anywhere, and actually now we can come here and give a check. Check is even stronger. We have another check with our queen. Let's go here. But be sure that we do not fall for any cheap tricks with our back rank. Back rank is unguarded. So I don't see any way for them to give us any back rank check. So let's capture this free rook. This pawn can easily go here. And they want to come here. Sorry, they want to come here. And okay, no, we're gonna go here, exchange queens. Okay. Now, what do we do? Yeah, like I was saying, we can push this pawn, and this one is terminal. Yes, here. Good game. Excuse me, guys. Right, we still have got 10 more points to go. Probably this is gonna be the last game. Okay, we got white pieces. Let's stick to the London system. Okay, I think let's try another one. All right, suffering from internet lag. So we got white pieces again. Let's play d4. Knight f3. Okay, again, the opponent has played knight c6. We're gonna stick to the setup or the system, and let's play e3. Sometimes I see that they go here, and then in that case we're just gonna tuck our bishop in, and if they take, we're gonna take back with our h pawn. And okay, this one is new to us, and against this move I always recommend to play here bishop d3 ourselves, or playing here could also be done, but this one is okay. Now we have to take back, although taking here was, I've seen that Magnus Carlsen in one of his games had taken with c pawn, but I recommend for beginner and intermediate level players who are watching this game or channel to take with your queen, develop your queen as well. And okay, where's that? They want to come here. Maybe stop. Let's stop that. They have this move one day, so to counter that one, we're gonna place our knight here. Those of you who have made up to this far of this video, I'm sure this one is going to help you a lot. Thank you very much. Your patience is all is needed to improve your games. Thank you again for staying with me. Please make sure to subscribe this channel and make sure to send me a friend request on here chess.com or lichess, the same user ID. and one day I'm gonna play with you guys in very near future, and we'll both will analyze the games, and that analysis is going to be helpful for you guys, and I'm gonna come up with strategies for you for free. Those are gonna be helpful for you to uh, jump the uh, rating battles up to at least 300 points, I reckon. So they are taking a lot of time. They could, if I were them, I would have played here and get rid of the bishop, dark square bishop. So they're still thinking, I guess. Um, okay, so they have resigned. Okay, let's try the last game for today to finish our rating climb game for today. We're gonna stick to the London system opening d4 d5 knight f3. Again, they have played knight c6. I don't know why they play this one. Let's play bishop f4. So they played bishop f5 themselves. Now let's play e3. Think they're probably gonna play here. Okay, so they have come here. What's their threat? They're gonna take here. We know rook, so we're just gonna go here and stop them doing this one. And now we don't want this knight to be hanging around here. So let's tell him to go back. Thank you for your time here. So that's a blunder because we can win this one, and okay, so they have decided to play here. Now they're pinning our knight. Okay, let's ask him a question. And now we just do not go here. Still, a lot can happen. Let's just get rid of the pin and give a check. They'll probably play here, block the check. And then we could go here and exchange as many pieces as possible because we are material up. And I have I have a tactical thing by sacrificing on my knight, but I don't want to go there and do that. Just gonna keep it simple for you guys. Let's go here. Okay. Let's keep it simple. Let's exchange as many pieces as possible. Well, normally they should have taken with this pawn, but they have decided to take with their f pawn. And now, before castling, let's come here and attack this pawn. Let's do that. We could go either way, but here castling long is preferable. Or actually castling short is not that bad because they have decided to take with this pawn, but had they taken with this pawn, then I would have avoided castling short. What is that move doing? Okay, let's go take this one. That's a free pawn. We are controlling this square with our bishop, so they can't land a rook there. This pawn is under fire. This rook is under fire. They could go here. Yeah, that's what they have done. Now we could actually go here and win one of the pieces. Let's go here. Did you guys notice that I was not playing anything special? Just develop my pieces to their optimal squares, calculate two moves deep, and always look for capture, check, and attack. That's it. And they have blundered. Queen is worth more than rook. Oh no, sorry. I made a blunder. I should have gone there first. Okay, so that's because I was hurrying up. Now this pawn is under fire. Let's move that one up. And I'm not playing very well here. I'm just playing random moves, or should I say, very much recklessly, because I'm already material up, and so this knight is probably wanna come here, and but we could ourselves go here and tag this pawn. So let's do that. These pieces are on the rim, but this bishop is controlling crucial square here, so we need to move our knight back here and maybe land in one of the optimal squares where it could operate better. And yeah, thank you guys very much for uh, subscribing to my channel, keeping me motivated, and please make sure to send me friend requests on chess journal, chess.com or lichess. This is the same username, chessjournalyt. Also, you can, if you want this lecture sheet, you can email me here, chessjournalyt@gmail.com. I will be glad to help you out. They are thinking. Yeah, defending this pawn is not that easy because this square is guarded by our bishop. They should forget this pawn, rather they should come here and tag this pawn as well. So they have played here. Taking here comes with a check. Um, so our knight is under fire. What do we do? If we go here, then they still can't take this pawn. Um, then our bishop could come back. Yeah, let's do that one. They have to play this one. That's what we call counterplay, to put pressure on this pawn, because now if they come here, play this one, yeah, they have played here. We still gonna go here. Are we gonna go here? That's the question. Hang on a second. Okay, they are attacking this pawn. Okay, let's do that. Check. And let's see what they do. They go, I don't know. Okay, they have decided to go there. Now, what do we do? They still can't take this one, but they can take this bishop. And if they take this bishop, then we could actually take back with the pawn. And yeah, it looks interesting. So yeah, let's castle shot. I'm just keeping this check in reserve. So they have decided to take the knight. So let's recapture. Now they have come here. What's the threat? They want to take this one with their knight. And I'm gonna, okay, now I haven't played well this game, in this game. Okay, I'm gonna improve my king. because I want to play here, but if I played there in the previous move, then he would have come here. Give a check to my king and winning the rook. Now he's gonna win this pawn, and I have to take back. Notice that they have taken this one, and now if I become greedy and take this one, then I'm not. They're probably gonna play here, and where is my knight going? So instead of grabbing the pawn, I'm gonna play here, put a defender on my knight. So how many pawns they have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're still a pawn up, although this pawn is weak. And now we can easily move our knight here. That comes with a tempo. We can put a defender here later on. Or if their king comes here, yeah, that's a fork. Check. So nothing special I did. I just looked for check. So, and that allowed me to win the rook. So they have decided to grab this pawn. But we can actually give another check. And then we're gonna double up. We're not too greedy. Thank you very much, guys, for making up to this far and watching this video. Please make sure to subscribe the channel and share these video among your friends and family members. And if you're a beginner player or intermediate level player, please send me a friend request on chess.com or lichess. This is the same username, chessjournalyt. And also you can email me over here, chessjournalyt@gmail.com, to grab these lecture sheets, as well as we can talk on how to improve your games and climb the ranking ladders. So they have attacked our knight, so we can actually save our knight by coming here. Now again, they have played here to attack this pawn, but we can save this pawn by capturing their pawn. Notice that their king is actually in a very dangerous square. They have only got one square as escape square. On this check, we go here, and this is the only escape square to get rid of. I mean, how do we is there any way we could checkmate the opponent? Yeah, let's set a trap. Okay, let's go here first. I'm trying to set a trap. Okay, I think they have seen that. Let me go here. Okay, now what? We don't take, just give him a check. They have got only one square, this one, and they have reside. Or, okay, we have won by time. Anyway, so that's 800 plus square. Thank you very much for watching this video, guys. And to the next one, take care of yourself. Bye-bye.